All right, guys, we're back. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. If you're joining us for the first time, please do well to subscribe, like, share. What we'll do here is that we basically analyze the market and share our trade ideas for everyone that gets to see this. So I'll be sharing my screen real quick. I have some juicy setup for us to look at for that I'm looking to take buys from. Okay, one person at the backstage already. Thank you for joining. Um, thank you for joining, John. Thank you for joining. I can see you. There's one person on YouTube also. Thank you for joining. I can see you guys. Thank you for joining. Please, what pair do you want us to do? What pairs do you want us to do? And also, your name and where you are joining us from. Just type on the comment section your name and where you are joining us from. Tonight's session is going to be a wonderful session. By the grace of God, we trust God to help us to see the market clearly and to see what the market will give us. So please drop your name and where you're joining us from, and the pairs that you want to look out for, to analyze and to do. So guys, yeah. So the first pair that I would love to share, because I'm currently seeing massive on this pair, which is V step 500. I don't know if you guys trade step 500, but I'm currently seeing massive step 500. So that being said, let's dive into the chart, the analysis. Is your name and where you're joining us from? Uh, Dive into the analysis proper. Yeah, this is my chart. I'll just clean my chart from everything that I've done here, clean it, remove, and so I like the edit chart too. That was my boss. He just finished his own live session. I think I was with him to Orchard Capitals, Orchid Capitals, yeah, Orchid Capital. I was with him in his live session. It's a powerful session. So I also we learning never ends. I tell you the truth. Keep on learning, and as I'm still learning. So on this chart, clearly we could see that the market is clearly printing series of higher high, higher low. Please, if you have a question, you can ask. That's why I sent the link to the main group so that those of us in there can join us in here. So if you see, the market has been bringing series of higher low from the 24-hour time frame. Let me look back to see if price is currently coming from anywhere that is important. So let's see. Okay. So you see that price, although price is coming from somewhere here, and because I can't go to the and I think this one doesn't really, it's just starting, so it's not really like something that has been there for a very long time, so price is coming from somewhere here, currently reacting. That's where we had that reaction. Yeah, that's where we had that reaction. I hope you guys can see my screen. Galaxy is here. Good pair. Okay, all right, good. I think good. We're buying. Okay, but I'll go to that. I'll do proper analysis on that. All right. Uh, so that being said, we have that. And if you look at previous structure coming, so sure you can see my screen. If you look at previous structure, you can see that we had a break of structure to the downside, clean break of structure to the downside, and but currently, apart from price coming from that level, which I would love to, take the sell from, but then again, price is give us a break of structure to the upside. So this is what we had. Stuff like this. this and to the upside. Yeah, right. So we have this area of liquidity, this internal area of liquidity right here. From there, closing price of the buy candle all the way down to the sell candle as our area of liquidity. So that's the area of liquidity. Also, something similar like this happened on step index. If I go to step index, I'll show you similar something like this happened. So 24-hour time frame, go to the corresponding time frame, 1 hour time frame. You see that on the 1 hour time frame, clearly we have this. These are the two lows. These are relatively equal lows. So price might want to sweep it out. But then again, we have this liquidity engineering right there, where price is currently buying from, and price has given us, a shift to the upside, giving us another area of liquidity. Basically, what I'm looking for is something like this. So I've gotten it, and I'm waiting for price to come all the way there to continue the buy from. I hope that makes sense. So what I'm expecting, since we've missed the first buy from here, we can take the buy from here. Stop loss just below this, and we will be buying to this leg. Be buying to the leg. Also, I had the setup on step index also. So let's see what happens here. Let's see what happens here. All right, good pair. I said good. Okay, we'll do that also. So I have this pair. So on my buy bias. I have step 500. I have step 500, right? Basically, the concept we trade, let me talk about it a little bit before we dive into the next pair that I'll be doing. Basically, what I want to look out for is something like this, a sweep of an eye break of structure, something like this. This is our liquidity engineering from any time frame, from corresponding time frame. Let's say we look at our 24-hour time frame, we saw this. I'll go down, these are my area of liquidity. Then I'll go down to my 4-hour time, my 1 hour time frame, which is the time frame correlation that is following 24-hour time frame. I look for something like this on this area. So let me show you something. Basically, this is what I want to look out for in this area. Something like this, price printing, something like this. So I'll change this to red so that you see what I'm saying. This is it. So if I see something like this, I'll mark it out on the 1 hour time frame, or I mark out this again, then look out for something like this again on the weekly time frame and on the 15 minutes time frame. Then I will now refine it to here. So that's basically a summary of what I do. If you want to learn how I do this, you can also DM me, and we'll get to teach you how to do that. What color should I use now? Okay, purple. I think I love purple. So there's a daily time frame, a 1 hour time frame, and the 15 minutes time frame. So yeah, that's basically what we do. So that when you see what I'm doing, you'll not just be confused and be like, what's this guy doing? Why is this guy taking these things like this? Why is he taking these things like this? So waiting for this trade, I believe it will get triggered while on this call, believe it will get triggered while on this call. So I'm going to make, by God's grace, let's just hope for the best. So the next pair we'll be doing all major pairs. So the next pair, let's see V75. See V75. V75, I sent a buy setup on the Signal group. I sent a buy setup on the Signal group, which is on our mentorship group. Sent a buy setup, which is currently buying all the way up. which is consistently buying all the way up, right? But then again, I'll clean all this and show you why I caught the buy even when we're on a downtrend, because since April I caught this sell from this level and price have been tanking. This is the daily time frame. So although if you look at let me just go to the 4-hour time frame. So if you look at this structure right here, so you see that structure wise price has been bearish all along, taking out the lows, right? Sweeping lows, sweeping lows, sweeping lows, sweeping lows, sweeping lows, sweeping lows. Not until here we had this break of structure, although is on the internal, we are bearish because I'm still expecting price to come all the way here, somewhere here, to now continue the sell that we'll be looking out for. That's this zone right up here. Prepare your questions. So if you have any question, you can always ask any question. You can always ask a question. So after that sweep or that high, we had internal liquidities being taken out, right? And this one is the major internal liquidity that was swept before price came into this level. This liquidity engineering on the 4-hour time frame. So if you go to that, you see that there's a liquidity engineering resting below this level. So let me use the candle. So you see it's just slightly. So you see it's slightly, though the level is here. So that liquidity engineering price came in, tapped in, and bought. So we are initially targeting here because of the change in the trend. Although it's a minor change, because once price gets here, we want to look for our sales to continue our sales, right? So that being said, oh, are we following? Are we sure we're following? So price gave us a good sweep here, right here. Gave us a good sweep. Gave us a sweep of that low, and we had a break of structure to the upside, right here. Right, add that break of structure. Where's the last low before the major low that we can see? There is that low that had been swept before this major low here. And if you look at that major low, we'll see that major low, we had our indecision candle there, or we use the support and resistance level. So I sent out this signal that we had to buy from here, and consider is currently buying all the way up. So we're to target this level. I hope this makes sense. Although the momentum for this quite, but like this, let's see on the 1-hour time frame. Let's see if there's a change of character or something, or there's a break of structure to the upside. So this, sorry about this. Come here. Let me go back. Price has not yet given us, although price has not yet given us a break of structure to the upside yet, because this level have not been broken, because we had that level there and we had this level here. So yeah, if we see this, just know that we're coming back here around somewhere here, then we'll buy. So that's it. That's it. Let me see how many people we have in here. All right, we have 4 persons. So you're welcome, sir. Good evening, sir. All right, all right. So that's what I have for V. Even if we want to sell for V75, this is the area of liquidity that we're having. That's the area of liquidity that we're having, and this is the validation invalidation point on the 1 hour time frame. So 15 minutes time frame. I'm going to look for my liquidity engineering in there. Going to look for my liquidity engineering in there. So if you look at this is the 30 minutes time frame. Let me just go to the 5 minutes time frame since. So I don't know. So even if we wanted to sell on the 1 hour time frame, on the 15 minutes, on the 5 minutes time frame, we have this area of liquidity above here. So that we're expecting price to come all the way. Then instead we'll be buying. We should be buying from here. Should be buying from here. I feel we should be buying now. So you can buy V. Although I don't like taking entries like this, because one, price is not even sweep above that high. Come in. There's no break of structure right here. There's no break of structure right there. Instead, we just add that sweep. There's no break of structure right there. And the previous break of structure we had here was this sweep. We had this sweep. And we had this low now might serve as liquidity. And we can now maybe enter from somewhere here. So let's not be carried away by that. So let's say somewhere here, if we want to maybe continue a buy to the upside. So any question? I hope that makes sense. I don't know. So let's see step 500. Let's see what's happening there. Step in this. Step in there. Let me show you what I was saying that happened in step in this and still happening in step 500. So you see, you look at this, let me just remove my chart. So you see that on the line chart, we could see the clean validation point here, and this low being our protected low. And if you go to the line, the candlestick chart, you see that that is it. And if I should adjust this, this is like okay, this is like, yeah, so we add this break of structure to the upside. Why did this one not hold? Serve as liquidity for this low. So this is my validation point, invalidation point. And let me go to the 1 hour time frame to see, to show you what. So this is the 1 hour time frame. If you look at the 1 hour time frame, you see this clean validation, liquidity engineering right there. Price came in there, tapped in. So we're targeting this level for this buy, right? And now price has given us a break of structure to the upside, clear break of structure to the upside. And this break of structure, there is if liquidity. Okay, let me not talk about that here. But there's something there that, caused this price to move all the way up from there. But normally we want to wait for it to come into these areas of liquidity to continue the buy. So yeah, that's that. Well, step index is bullish. Step index is bullish. Way bullish. Good evening, so blessed. Mr. Beatrice, good evening. Sir. Good evening, boss. Okay, good evening. See you. Thank you. Let's see. Let's go to the chat back. Okay, so currently look for buys to this next level. V step index, normal step index. This one we are bearish on this pair, although waiting for it to retrace into this level and let's sell. So that's that for that. Bearish on that pair. V10, we are kind of bullish, minorly bullish, then to continue the sell. I'm not even looking at 25 at all. I just want to share setups. This one has already gone, already on that trade. Okay. Okay, I think I'm seeing something on V120s. Let me clear my chart. Seeing something currently. V120s. I'll be V251s. Okay, it's already even buying self. Okay, so this one is pretty simple and straightforward. If you look at this, we had a sweep here on this side of the market. We had a sweep on that side of the market, clean sweep, and we had a break of structure to the upside. Then this becomes our protected low. That should not be that price should not take out, and obviously this became like our structural liquidity as we used to sweep. And if you look, we should be targeting this level, right? So price gave us a break of structure to the upside, a clean one, neat break of structure to the upside. And now what happened? Our areas of liquidity, we had this area of liquidity that have not been tapped in. So that's the 4-hour time frame. Go to the corresponding time frame, 30 minutes time frame. We'll see a good liquidity engineering resting below there that will enter from. So this was one of the trades I wanted to share. So this is the liquidity engineering. So liquidity engineering, and price came in there, tapped in, and it's currently in profit. So we are going all the way up. So you can maximize this trade by looking for entries, for buy entries, and we're going all the way here for first TP1, then the other one TP2. So guys, yeah. So we're going there, we're going there. We're going there. So I hope this is clear. Tell me the pair that you want us to trade, the pair you want us to do. Can you gradually walk through 50, V50 and V251s? What validates the sweep we should be considering? Should it be any sweep that breaks structure? Okay, some questions came in. So can you walk us through V50? V50 currently is not really giving me anything tangible, to be very honest. Apart from this buy that is as buy that he bought from here to this up, I'm not really seeing anything tangible right now. Unless we're looking at this area of liquidity. Yes, we're looking at this area of liquidity from that level to that level. And that's daily time frame. So 1 hour time frame. So 1 hour time frame, we'll be looking for our liquidity engineering, and see clearly the liquidity engineering from there. So that's where I want to look out for sales from, if possible. Because overall V50 is bearish, so that's why I'm looking at to sell from that level. You know, you can engage in minor buys to that level. Like this buy that happened here, let me show you where it came from. So we had this break of structure to the upside, then we had this sweep of this low, making this level protected, right? And go to the corresponding time frame to look for liquidity engineering. So 30 minutes time frame. In 30 minutes time frame, we saw a very clean liquidity engineering resting below here, and that was our price bought from here to the upside. Price bought from there to the upside, sweeping the TP. So yeah, we're looking at, let me put to my buy bias. I have step 500, and I'm looking at buying. We're already buying 251s. for re-entry. Can look for re-entry. The price has already given us. Can look for re-entry around this level. Price coming into this level, you can buy again. I hope that helps you. V75. Let's see. I want to see if any of these pairs that we have analyzed is giving us our entry so that we don't miss out on. I think V75. Can't you go buy from this level? Let me see the 3 minutes time frame. Okay, let's see what it's doing. Came into this level. That's okay. Came into this level. Currently printing massively. You know, it is what it is. I think there's a liquidity engineering risk in here, okay. But although, no problem. All right, so we just have to wait until we see a perfect entry and we enter. That is for V75. I am looking to buy. Then let me check step 500. Let me see what's happening. Okay, price has not really given us. Has not entered our zone yet. Start expecting price to come all the way, enter our zone before this life ends, so that we can start, milking. Should it be any sweep that breaks? Okay, I've not entered that question. All right, so you said V50, right? So let me go V50. Please, I want you guys to benefit from this session. So please take our time to. I think we've done V50 now. I said the only way I'm looking for sales is there. So we've done 250. Let me see what we have again. I said V100. Right. Good evening, boss. Good evening. Please, your name and where you're joining us from. We have 10 persons on the live. Your name and where you're joining us from. V100. Like we've always been looking at selling V100 for the past few months now. Though it's minorly on the buy, this is the buy. Minorly on this buy, Then again, let me show you. Let me take you through why I said that. So this was the major break of structure that we had ever since, and ever since then, it has not really given us a break of structure because we're expecting this low to be taken out. If truly this wanted to break structure, this wanted this level, but it did not break structure, it's kind of giving us, So let me look at the 4-hour time frame. Show you something. So in 4-hour time frame, this is like the area of liquidity that price used to push all the way down. So if we are to use areas of liquidity after this break of structure, so we are seeing that there's an area of liquidity here that have not been consumed. This quite consumed. So looking at that and looking at this level as analytic engineering, we could also want to sell from that level. But for now, it's currently buying all the way up. It's currently buying all the way up. Then the last pair that he said, he said V50 and V251s. To be very honest, that pair is quite messy now. So, but then again, I'll just show you what I'm seeing currently. I'll just remove all the drawings. Although we're bullish, this pair we're bullish even from the weekly time frame, we're bullish. So I've seen it that we're bullish on this pair. So well, that's a major bullish break of structure we had, and so that being said, we had this sweep of this leg, and this is the protected low. So looking at this structure, we have seen that price giving us this, and we are going here. So well, we are expecting retracement into these zones. I want to buy. So one of the zones for me is this level. So, but currently is on a downtrend, minor downtrend to buy. So let's look at the 4-hour time frame. If we see a shift on the 4-hour time frame, okay, clear shift on the 4-hour time frame, which was this. Clear shift on the 4-hour time frame. So that shift on the 4-hour time frame, let's look for, if you look for areas of liquidity, okay, let me look at the 1-hour time frame. That's the shift on the 4-hour time frame. 1-hour time frame, price clearly gave us a good liquidity engineering resting here. That price has, tap. So for me, I would say that we are kind of bearish into this level. So, but I will not want to trade this counter trend. So I will not want to trade that counter trend. So yeah, so I'll just leave that. Like I said, it's quite, messy and all that. For me, V10, I'm expecting sales from that level. So that's the setup I have. Not expecting anything much. Expecting sales from that level. Although some people might be tempted to sell from now, from this level, seeing that we had this sweep of this eye and this break of structure. So this could be a good liquidity engineering. I think price is even currently on it now. So that could be something. And then again, because price gave us a good, okay, let me see. Price gave us a good break of structure to the down, which is our validation. And if you go to the 30 minutes time frame, it's currently on the liquidity engineering. So something that could work. So guys, so something like this could work, targeting this level. So you can, because since we're expecting price to still push all the way up, you can maybe risk a little on this one, and so it's a good, it's kind of looking juicy. So you can sell from that liquidity engineering, which is currently selling already. Sell from that liquidity engineering, even though you can just risk a little. I think my boss Orchid Capital FX also add something like this too. So yeah, so you can also do something like this. Because what are we looking for? Looking for like this, and looking for a break of structure to the downside, and we want to sell from this level and TP here. So something like this could work. So yeah, I'm currently on the sell. Your stop loss will be around $4 to get about $30. So I think that's quite cool. $4 to get about $30. So let's see how that goes. So yeah, currently in profits. Please, if you're on the trade, if you took this trade now, Just say you're on it. Just risk about $4 to get $30. Basically, confirmation. Now, let's say you wanted to pick confirmation entry for this. Three candlestick pattern. Let's see. Okay, 5 minutes candle. So that kind of thing. But sometimes I just pull my entry from my listing point, from my entry point, without even using, because this is like risking like $4 to get about $30. So sometimes I don't even wait for confirmation. I just take my trades. So normally normal confirmation, you wait for three candlestick pattern to form, the middle candle being on the ISI, having the ISI, something like this. So once that candle closes, the third candle closes, you then enter your trade, something like that. So if we are to go by that, the close of this next candle that's going to appear in the next how many minutes should be our confirmation. So the next few seconds from now, we should, although I'm already on the trade, like I said, but like after this close of this, the next candle that will appear in the next how many minutes from now, that is like our confirmation. That is like our confirmation. So yeah, we are on this trade, So if you are waiting for the confirmation, after entering from the opening price of the confirmation, just wait, hold your trade, and maybe your stop loss just above the eye, because that's what confirmation does for you. At least it reduces your risk. So let's see how this goes. Me, I'm currently in profit since I entered, since also kind of added some positions since I've seen confirmation. So stuff like this. So the risk we have reduced our risk, right? We've reduced our risk, right? So we are now risking how much? Let me see. If you are if you use confirmation entry, you'll be risking about $1 now. Risking about $1 now to get, I think, quite same amount. I think something like that. If you use confirmation. So you'll be risking about $1 to get 29 or $30. So it's still kind of same. So on it. Please, if you took the trade, then just say you're on it, you're on the trade. I think it will be invalidated because price is reacting from liquidity engineering below. Okay, let me see. Nobody is right, nobody is wrong. We're just predicting. So let's see. What time frame, please? What time frame? What time frame are you saying? What time frame are you seeing that from? Please let me know. What time frame? Obina said it might be invalidated because price is reacting from liquidity engineering below. So I'd love to know the time frame that you're talking about, where you see liquidity engineering. So please, until no, I'm confusing on how to find correct entries. Okay, confirmations. Basically, it's three candlestick patterns. Three candlestick patterns. The middle candle having the highest high, stuff like this that we've seen, that we saw here, something like this. So T candlestick, something like that. My PC is down, is low. Serious. Guys, this one that my PC is low. I think I'll call it a day. Maybe I'll show, but this trade is still valid for me. Still valid for me. Still valid for me. Still valid for me, to be very honest. Because price is reacting. Apply risk management. I don't know. Where I am now, I can't even power my system. So I think that will be all. I hope this class helps you. And also remember, we have step 500 also waiting for us. Sorry, step 500. Okay, so it's not there yet. And also V75, we are also looking for buys. So those are the few pairs that are quite pushing, already. So yeah. My system is about to go up, so I'll just end this live now. See you in the next one. Thank you. God bless you.